The High Voltage event is coming to Pokemon Go, and it is going to be a great chance to pick up some rare shinies and a lot of Stardust. And by the end of this video, you'll know everything the event has to offer and the best tips to help you make the most of it. So the event does run from November 18th at 10 AM until the 22nd at 8 PM local time. But what exactly does this event have to offer? Well, for the bonuses, you will get 2 times XP for catching Pokemon with nice throws or better. You'll get 2 times catch Stardust. You'll have an increased shiny rate for Emolga, Dedenne, and Togedemaru, and shiny Morpeko will be making its Pokemon Go debut. But how can you get encounters with Morpeko during the event? Well, it unfortunately won't be available in the wild, but you will be able to encounter all 3 of the shiny boosted Pokemon, Emolga, Dedenne, and Togedemaru, and rarely you will be able to encounter Shinx. There will most likely be other electric type Pokemon spawning for this event as well, but they haven't been listed. You will, however, be able to hunt Morpeko from field research alongside Magnemite and Yamper. There is, however, a little bit of a problem with this. When Morpeko made its first appearance in Pokemon Go, it was also available in field research tasks then, but the task that you needed to complete to get a Morpeko encounter was win 2 raids, which is obviously quite a steep ask for this Pokemon. So if this is the case again, I do recommend trying to stack 3 of these field research tasks at the same time and do 2 raids to get 3 encounters for those 2 raids. However, luckily there are some other ways of encountering Morpeko during this event. It will also be a reward from a new collection challenge alongside some XP and Stardust. There will also be a paid ticket you can get for $5 that'll get you 2 premium battle passes, 1 elite charge TM, and encounters with Emolga, Dedenne, Togedemaru, and Morpeko. This ticket will also be available on the Pokemon Go web store as well for the same price, but you will get a bonus premium raid pass with it. And also purchasing it from the web store will get you more reward points, which will help you to progress Reward Road more quickly. And through this, you can get some extra premium items at no extra cost. It's also important to note a couple of things about encountering Morpeko. It will also be a possible encounter from Go Battle League win rewards, and you can pick it up from Snapshot Photobomb encounters. So don't forget to do some snapshots each day of the event. You will most likely get 3 to 5 per day because that's how it's historically worked during events. And it's not just Morpeko and the other featured electric type Pokemon that you can focus on during this event. In 5-star raids will be Heatran, in Mega raids will be Mega Ampharos and Mega Manectric, in 5-star Shadow raids will be Shadow Latios, and in Max battles will be Max Toxtricity, and Max Eevee will debut in a Max battle weekend from the 21st at 6 AM until the 24th at 9 PM local time. Now, just before I get into the Candy and Stardust tips for the event, including a hidden overlapping event that will be really helpful for Stardust gain, which of the event Pokemon are most worth focusing on? Well, starting with Morpeko, it doesn't really have a lot of meta relevance in terms of rankings in the main Go Battle Leagues, but it does still see some play in the Great League where it's ranked 137. There is, however, going to be a Catch Cup running from November 25th until the 2nd of December, where only Pokemon caught this season can be used in it. So picking up Morpeko for that is going to be really useful because it is currently ranked 3 in the Catch Cup. Emolga could also be useful for the Catch Cup where it is ranked 23. Likewise, Togedemaru is ranked 10 in the Catch Cup. Dedenne, however, isn't really relevant for the Catch Cup, but it is ranked 30 in the regular Great League. So this one is probably more important to focus on because the Great League is a main league and not a niche cup. And those Pokemon caught for this Catch Cup won't be eligible for the next Catch Cup because you will need to catch Pokemon from that season. Do note as well that Emolga, Togedemaru, and Dedenne are all worth hunting in the wild for their shinies, with them being shiny boosted, and each of these Pokemon do have a pretty low catch rate. So it is a good chance to work on getting any nice, great, or excellent throws that you need for level up requirements, because they will break out the ball quite often, so you have more chances to make these throws per encounter. Magnemite is worth picking up because Magnezone is the 19th best electric type attacker with Volt Switch and Wild Charge, but as a Shadow it's even better at 9th best. Shadow Magnezone is also ranked 106 in the Master League. Moving on to the raid Pokemon, we do have Heatran, which is the 15th best fire type raid attacker with Fire Spin and legacy move Magma Storm, which unfortunately it won't have when caught from these raids, so you would need to use an Elite Charge TM to get it. However, I would recommend only using an Elite Charge TM on the Shadow version of Heatran if you got it, because it is the 3rd best fire type attacker overall, and it's ranked 52 in the Master League. And if you do decide to raid Heatran, it is weak to fighting, water, and it has a double weakness to ground type attacks. Therefore, the best counters are Primal Groudon, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Garchomp, Therian Landorus, Shadow Rhyperior, Shadow Landorus, Groudon, Mega Swampert, and Shadow Excadrill. And for budget counters which are generally easier to obtain and to power up, I would recommend Garchomp, Rhyperior, Excadrill, Mamoswine, Rhydon, and Golurk. This raid can be done pretty easily with 2 trainers if you have some of the best counters powered up. In Mega Raids, we do have Mega Ampharos and Mega Manectric, and of the 2, I would recommend getting access to Mega Manectric as priority because it is the better electric type Mega, and overall it's the 4th best electric type attacker with Thunderfang and Wild Charge. However, with Mega Ampharos also having a dragon typing, it could have some niche use for boosting candy and damage for both electric and dragon types. It's also ranked 35 in the Mega Master League, which is coming up as well. Mega Ampharos is weak to ground, ice, dragon and fairy type attacks, therefore the best counters are Eternatus, Mega Rayquaza, Black Kyurem, Mega Garchomp, Primal Groudon, Shadow Garchomp, White Kyurem, Shadow Groudon, Mega Salamence, and Mega Sceptile. And for budget counters, I would recommend Haxorus, Garchomp, Salamence, Dragonite, Alolan Exeggutor, and Rhyperior. This raid can actually be soloed with the best counters at level 40 plus, but I would recommend a second trainer if you don't have them. And for Mega Manectric, it's weak to ground only, therefore the best counters are Primal Groudon, Mega Garchomp, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Garchomp, Therian Landorus, Shadow Rhyperior, Shadow Landorus, Groudon, Shadow Excadrill, and Eternatus. And for budget counters, you could use Garchomp, Rhyperior, Excadrill, Rhydon, Mamoswine, and Golurk. And Shadow Latios will also be available in 5-star Shadow raids, and it is the 9th best Psychic type attacker with Zen Headbutt and Psychic. It's also ranked 21 in the Master League. And for any of these raids that you do, I do recommend partying up to use Party Power if you can, because it does make the raids a lot easier. Moving on to the max battles, Max Toxtricity will be available in 4-star max battles, and worth getting if you don't have access to G-Max Toxtricity or Max Zapdos or Max Raikou. We then have Max Eevee available, which of course will be able to evolve into each of its evolutions, unlike the G-Max version of Eevee which can't evolve. But will any of the Max evolutions be any good? Well, Max Jolteon will actually be a better electric type attacker than Max Toxtricity, so you could actually go for that instead of Max Toxtricity, but do remember it is a random evolution for Jolteon, Vaporeon and Flareon. Vaporeon won't see much play because there are already too many strong water type attackers, but it could make a decent healer because it has 277 HP. Likewise, Flareon will already be outclassed as a fire type attacker by quite a few Pokemon. Espeon is going to be a decent psychic type attacker for max battles, just behind Max Latios and Max Alakazam. Umbreon will be more of a tank against Dark, Ghost and Psychic types, but unfortunately it doesn't have access to a 0.5 second animation fast attack, so that does let it down as a tank. Leafeon will be outclassed by other grass types. Glaceon is going to be a strong ice type attacker, possibly even better than G-Max Lapras, or at least close to it, so definitely a good one to have access to. And for Sylveon, unfortunately it will be behind both Max Hatterene and Gardevoir as a fairy type attacker, but it is an option if you don't have them. So overall, Max Eevee is going to be a decent addition to the game because it can get you access to many different types, so it will be especially helpful if you've not played a lot of max battles in the past. And if you want to power up any of these Pokemon, you are going to need Candy and Stardust, but how can you maximize Candy during this event? Well, there are no Candy bonuses specifically for this event, but I would recommend using Pineapple Berries when catching Pokemon, and do also remember to Mega Evolve a Pokemon that shares a type with the Pokemon you're catching to get more Candy, Candy XL, and XP per catch. And as this is mostly an electric type event, I would recommend Mega Evolving Ampharos or Manectric. And if you don't have access to these yet, you can raid them during this event, so definitely worth doing that so you can get extra Candy for all of these electric types. Trading can also get you extra Candy depending on the distance between the locations where the two Pokemon were caught, and this season, because of the seasonal bonus, you will be getting an extra Candy and a guaranteed Candy XL per trade. And if you trade on Sundays, you can benefit from trade days, which offers these bonuses. And when it comes to Stardust, this is probably the best part of the event, because there is a 2x catch Stardust bonus for the duration of the event, and not only that, there is also an overlapping event that's going to be great for Stardust as well, and that is Sableye Spotlight Hour. Not only does this event have a 2x catch Stardust bonus as well, but Sableye is a Stardust boosted Pokemon that gives 750 Stardust per catch. So during the event, that'll be 1500 Stardust per catch, or 2250 with a star piece active. And these Stardust bonuses are also going to be really useful for the level 72 requirements where you need to get 1 million Stardust. The high voltage event is also not bad for getting XP, because there is a 2x catch XP bonus if you're catching with nice throws or better. So for excellent throws with a lucky egg active, you will get over 4000 XP per catch. So definitely helpful if you're still working towards that 203 million total XP you need for level 80. It's also worth noting that the seasonal bonus gives you increased XP for increasing friendship levels, and if you get to rank 25 in the November Go Pass, you do get all of these gift bonuses which will help you interact with more friends more often, so you have more chance to increase friendship. With the seasonal bonus, getting to best friends with a lucky egg will get you 300,000 XP per best friend. And if you are looking to eventually level up to level 80, you do need 50 platinum medals, so here are some you can work on during this event in particular. With this being an electric type focused event, it's a good chance to work on your platinum rocker medal. And if you haven't raided any of the event's raid bosses before, then that can help you with your rising star medal. And raiding in general will help you progress your champion and battle legend medals as well. And if you're doing field research to hunt more Peko, then this will help towards your Pokemon Ranger platinum medal. And with the snapshot photobomb encounters you can get during the event, it's a good time to work on your cameraman platinum medal. And with that said, if you did find this video helpful, then I recommend check out this video on the screen next, and I'll catch you in the next one.